Money. Everyone loves money, to the point that some people would lie to their audience of over 1 million in order to get some quick Patreon moolah. Around 2 weeks ago, a big YouTuber with over 1 million subs lied about being pregnant in order to advertise her Patreon. She goes by Konstnar, and you may recognise her from her It's Prom and STD song videos. She started off by uploading a video claiming to be pregnant, and the video performed very well, and everyone who watched it showed support, and it was received very well. Then a week later, she looked at everyone going like, "Oh, we wish you the best. I hope it goes well. Good luck." Then took a massive shit on all of their faces, while walking away with a nice sum of cash from the mysterious influx of Patreon subscribers. She did this by making a video a week later saying it was just a huge prank and an advertising stunt, while going on a rant about parasocial relationships.
No, I am not pregnant. And I'm sure some of you are shocked. I'm sure some of you are not surprised at all. I'm sure some of you don't care. But some of you might be asking, when you're a content creator, the line between entertainment and reality is very blurred. Your audience will become very attached to an abstraction of yourself. And the odd thing is that this connection can become very personally meaningful to the viewers, whilst not being personally meaningful to the creator itself.
What the fuck are you on about? Everyone knows that parasocial relationships aren't good or healthy. But what does that have to do with you lying about being pregnant? Most people, when they hear a young adult who is probably still studying in uni, have a part-time job, probably makes little to no money, having a child, any normal human being will feel empathy. Yes, parasocial relationships stink, but in this instance, this has no effect. What does any of that have to do with faking a pregnancy? Nothing! If you wanted to do a commentary about parasocial relationships, why use something like a pregnancy where most normal people will have sympathy for you in some way? You did this for money and only money, which you do say later in the video, but why rant about something where, in this situation, it's completely irrelevant? And you actually yourself use this parasocial behaviour to your own advantage for monetary gain, which comes up later in the video. So everything you just talked about is a big fucking nothing burger, because you then use something that you're saying, this is bad, okay, and we shouldn't do this, it's unhealthy. You feel this connection towards me, I don't feel it towards you. But then use it to get more money. Why?
I lied about being pregnant as a joke. And the joke is not that pregnancy under strenuous circumstances is funny. The joke is not that the audience was gullible enough to believe that I was pregnant. The joke is...
What joke? I don't see the joke. How is lying about having a baby funny? How is this going to make anyone laugh? There's no punchline. Nothing. I mean, I admit, I giggled because of how fucking stupid this shit is. It doesn't make any sense. I doubt anyone could find this funny. Like, what do you expect them to react like? Like, wowzer, you got me good. I gave you money and you shot at my face. Cheers. I doubt they were laughing about the situation.
You connected to something that wasn't real, and I have become something that isn't real.
I'm done. This shit is fucking stupid. Just because people felt happy for you or wanted to support you throughout the process doesn't mean we all wanted to become the kid's godfather or something. We didn't feel like a personal connection with you or the child. Because people connect to fictional characters all the time. Things that aren't real. You feel emotions in certain ways towards characters from movies, games, books, everything. You hate some of them, and sometimes you can even feel happy when a character you like is also happy. So I don't understand why you're presenting it like this unheard phenomenon and as some sickness. Yes, people sometimes take this too far, but in this case, they're connected to a young soon-to-be mother and felt an emotion towards that. What normal people do.
Until now, when you subscribe to my Patreon. This entire stunt has been an advertisement for my Patreon.
I still can't wrap my head around on why you would do this. Surely the backlash you would receive would decrease the revenue you're going to receive in the future. And later on in the video you say you want to come back to YouTube. But wouldn't lying about something as big as this hinder your future career you're planning to have on this platform? Lying about something as important as a pregnancy is not the way to increase Patreon revenue. Honestly, I even have a sliver of respect for being this shameless about it. I mean, people lie about things for views all the time, but to suddenly come back to YouTube and claim to be pregnant for money is just wild to me. I doubt the people who paid for your Patreon are happy the reason they paid for it was based on a lie. I doubt your audience are happy in general about this situation, about lying about being pregnant.
I'm back. But some of you in my audience are pretty weird, and I don't blame any of you. You can't help being weird, but I didn't think that it would be healthy for me to expose myself like that to all of you. And that's why I decided to keep a lot of my more sensitive information behind a paywall.
This part makes me the most confused. She went on this conversation about parasocial relationships and identifying with something that was fake and being uncomfortable sharing personal information due to the weirdos in her fan base. Her solution to this is to sell her personal information on her Patreon. Wouldn't this just encourage the parasocial relationship you just talked about? The weirdos you talk about are probably the ones to pay for this stuff anyway. So when you say the relationship between you and your fans aren't real, but then you continue to build fake relationships with your fans in order to receive money, it doesn't make any fucking sense. I think a good example of this would be how Dream sold his baby photos, and obviously the weirdos in his community were like, oh my god, Dream baby photos, and bought that shit, bro, like it was a drink at the fucking supermarket, alright? So, putting private stuff behind a paywall isn't exactly the best way to block out the weirdos. It's so fucking stupid. It solves nothing. In conclusion, if you want that free bag, just say that. Why increase the time length of a video to write about parasocial relationships in this way? To instantly talk about how you're going to financially benefit from those said parasocial relationships. Especially after faking a pregnancy as well. It also doesn't help that the title of a video makes it seem like it was a miscarriage. You can't get more scummy than that. That's it for this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed my video. The support is greatly appreciated. I wish you all the best. Peace.